See you, Margaret.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How
Oh, you brought me something. Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm good.
She does, and she's eating it all the time. And Dad tried to steal it from her, and he's like, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
What you've just witnessed occurs every day in the United States. Parents and caretakers leaving children unattended in cars. The risk is never worth taking because sometimes the accidents that result are fatal.
Where's the child? Inside. Take us up.
I'm Terrell Strutman, co-founder of Kids in Cars, and I would like a few minutes of your time to discuss an issue that is very close to my heart. You see, on May 30th, 1998, my life changed forever. My son Harrison was killed in an incident very similar to what you've witnessed here. My son was beaming with life. He loved the zoo, polar bears in particular, sports, playing make-believe, watching television with his dad, laughing with his mom, Hot Wheels, Barney, and boats. He loved boats. And his life ended in seconds. My wife Michelle and I are now bereaved parents, and we live with the loss of our son every day of our lives. Just imagine for a moment, imagine visiting your son's favorite park to watch the boats on a local river, something your child absolutely loves to do. Now picture yourself with your child and perhaps some friends at play. Disrupting the serenity of this picture is a loud crash. As you turn to see a van roll towards your son or daughter, you try to stop the vehicle, but to no avail. You awake in a hospital room, and your spouse can't bring himself to tell you that your son is dead. This is how we lost Harrison. It was sometime after our son's funeral that we discovered the van was driven by children ages 2 and 3. We further learned that these children were left in the van unattended by their parents. As if this weren't enough, we were told by authorities that the van was indeed left running while the parents stood behind the van chatting with relatives. And that's all it took. Minutes, seconds, and Harrison was taken from our lives forever. My wife continues to heal from the wounds she sustained that day in her attempt to save Harrison. Of course, my wife would tell you that her physical ailments pale in comparison to the emotional wound of losing Harrison. As you can imagine, words simply fail to paint an adequate picture of our loss. What pains us so much, and to drive us to finally establish Kids in Cars, is the fact that Harrison's death was so easily preventable, and the lack of education on the issue is largely responsible for so many other families who have experienced similar tragedies. As dramatic as Harrison's is, ours is only one story among many others of similar conclusions. Let's look at some rather staggering statistics.
Harrison died in what has been classified as a vehicle set in motion incident. The 3 leading causes of fatalities resulting from kids left in cars are heat exhaustion, vehicle set in motion, and children backed over. Other classifications of incidents involving kids in cars include kidnapping, car fires, faulty equipment such as seat belts, power windows, power seats, etc.
Kids in Cars research indicates convenience as the #1 reason why children are left alone.